Welcome back everyone. Now we are going to learn the Zener diode, as we have left one thing here that semiconductor diode must also work in the reverse direction, that it was not working. So this was a pondering point in the last one. So now we are going to see. So let's see its symbol first. So symbol is quite simple. Just you can notice the difference here. It is just like the shape of the Z or Z, you can say. It is the name of Zener. Zener is actually the name of the person who designed this diode, this amazing diode. It works in reverse bias. So it works in reverse bias when a certain voltage is attained. Certain voltage is attained, and that is the most important and incredible thing about the Zener, that he made something that can work in the reverse system too, because we have seen that diodes only work in one direction and in forward bias, so it is basically unidirectional things. But Zener discovered something amazing, and now we are saying that according to this concept of the diode, it gets bi-directional. It can work reverse and forward in both the ways. So now we have a perfect diode that can work in both the directions. And when a Zener voltage is reached, we have reverse current starting up. So this is all about the Zener diode, and now you're pondering upon the principle. So it is allowing the current in the forward bias. It blocks the current in the reverse bias, but when the Zener diode reach, or the breakdown region is reached, that we are going to talk about in the next one, so it also allow the flow in the reverse bias, not before that, but after that it happens. So that is a kind of exception. So what is the Zener diode case? Why it is so special? It is so special because when a Zener voltage is reached, it starts working in reverse bias. So that is the interesting thing. It also works in the reverse bias as well as in forward bias. So let's understand the whole story here, and after that you will never get confused about these two things. So it is a diode, and diode works in forward bias. And diode works in forward bias, it means it is unidirectional. So this is true for the Zener diode too. Zener diode. But after a certain amount of the current reached to a peak level, that is also known as avalanche. Well, just like the snow that comes down, it gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. Just like that, starting from a small stone. So the snow gets bigger and bigger, and that is called the avalanche. So here the current or the flow or the electrons get bigger and bigger in one side, and the avalanche is reached. When the avalanche is reached, it's known as breakdown region. So it gets breakdown. There is no barrier. Now it do not know that which direction it has to go. It has to go either in the right side or in the left side. The right side we call it forward, the left side we call it backward or reverse bias. So it decides to go backside to balance. Yes, that is the most important discovery of the Zener, that it starts balancing the charges on both the directions, because it is reversing, and what it is reversing is the extra amount of the current or electron, whatever you can imagine, hole or electron is going, that has came to this point, it is just shedding off. So this saves our instruments, and no amount of high voltage reach to our instruments ever. So this is my mobile phone. Well, I think you call it smartphone these days. I am from your time. Trust me. Okay. So this is the state where it saves our instrument. because when it becomes very messy and very big, it do not allow. It say that go back. And that's how Zener saves our day. So stick with me for more information and more knowledge. Take care. God bless.